a desk nameplate with my Aeon Mira 9 laser. So we're going to make a desk nameplate. I've made them before in the past, but today for this video, I'm going to demonstrate a step-by-step video on how to do so. And I've never made myself one, so we're going to make myself one, and we're going to use the Mira 9 to do that. I'll show you exactly what I use, so the settings, and how the machine works as far as trying to make it. So let's do that. So first off, you're going to start off using Lightburn, and you're going to pull up a template. So I got mine from Etsy, and you're just going to look up desk plate SVG, and that's what I did. I already have mine saved, so that's what I'm going to look for. I think it's just called nameplate. So I already have it in here as I would do anybody else's. This part is engraved, or not graved, I'm sorry, scored, just so I can know where to place the letters. And this one is just duplicated, and this is what I'm going to cut out. This is the base of it, but I have to play around with that sometimes because sometimes it depends on the thickness of the acrylic that I'm using for it to be inserted, but then you have to account for kerf. So I have it already set in here, and I'll share my settings for whatever I have. So I'm just going to go ahead and change this to what my credentials are. You can put whatever you want. Some people, I've had people order from me that they work at a hospital and they have a desk nameplate. So it can literally be anything that you want. My target audience right at this moment is Navy and military in general. So I mainly make military name desk plates. So I'm just going to duplicate that by selecting a tool right here and just press duplicate, move it over here, and then change it to the same color so I don't have to change my settings. And right now the settings is set for 2580, but that's for when I cut gold. I'm not going to use gold. I honestly don't really know what colors I'm going to use. I'm definitely going to use pink because that's my color, but I might just do pink. I'm not sure. Let's surprise each other because I'm not really sure what I'm going to choose. I might do pink and white. You just want to make sure it's centered. So you center it like so by choosing this right here and align V center. It didn't move much because I already kind of had it centered, so you don't have to do much. And that's literally it. I get rid of this because I'm gonna do the cutout first. Get rid of this one too until I'm ready for it, and I make sure my settings are correct. So the outline, the base or the background, I'm going to cut at 1050. That's kind of my standard for almost all of them for whatever color I'm doing, unless it's like gold or some type of mirror color. It's going to be 1050. Then I'm going to score it at 250 and 30. So, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my machine on. So I already knew I was gonna change my mind. So I decided I'm gonna go with black and pink. That's color to my logo. So I'm gonna go ahead and do black, this 1/4 inch acrylic, and I'm gonna be using this color pink. Both are from CMB. One thing you wanna make sure you do is make sure you have 3M sticker paper on the back of this, so that way you don't have to glue. What I was doing in the beginning was gluing, and it was so messy, so tedious. You wanna make sure you have the 3M sticker paper on the back of this. And you don't need much space, just depending on how many letters you have. Stick it on the back of this and cut this side up. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the back part, the base is the bottom part, the plate, the actual plate, and then we'll go from there. pencils just on there so we can get a good idea. You don't need it, but I still keep it on just to protect the rest of it, because there's so many factors that can scratch acrylic that you just kind of want to protect it until you don't need to protect it anymore. Okay, then the most tedious part is over with. Now it's just placing the letters. You just want to make sure you take all the little in-betweens out. I don't know, that's what I call them, but take those out, make sure they're not still there. Peel off the backing. Comes off fairly easy compared to the rest. And you may want to make sure your fingers don't touch the sticky part, because whatever is on your fingers is going to be on the back of it. So I can see it, so I'm just going to place it. You just want to make sure you're correct. And you just press. That is it. Now, if you want to use tweezers, you can. Sometimes I prefer to do it with really skinny letters, like so. You just place them. It doesn't make it easier, in my opinion, but I mean, it is up to you. It's a preference thing. And especially with the hearts or the dots of the eyes, you want to make sure you use tweezers, because you don't want to mess anything up. There you go. And I don't know if this is, I'm just going to have to, whoop. I'm going to do it crooked because it's not, oh. That's why I have extra hearts. I could easily pick that up, but now it's probably dust and all types of crap on it, so I'm not gonna do that. All right, let's try this again. It's just a little bit harder to do since I'm trying to record at the same time. I'm just gonna place it crooked like that. Still cute to me. Okay. Easy peasy, one more letter. So I just take my super glue and place it on anything random. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna dip it on there. So like that. Use my tweezers. Oh goodness, I don't really want to drop this. Let me get really close. Dab it. It's so simple. And I just place it. Oh. And you want to be still for a second so I can get tacky. I need to place it. I need to set it down. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Dots. I forgot what they're called. Tittles. Something like that. The dots of eyes are really tedious, so that's why I print out hearts. Sometimes if the font is big enough, then I'll keep the tittles, but you know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's called tittles. I found that out this year. But yeah, you want to make sure that you cut out extra just because they fall through and it's really hard to get them. So I just cut out ones bigger, make sure I cover up that oh, it's too late for that, but you know, make sure you cover up that little scoring mark. I think I forgot. No, it's the random piece of masking in between. But that is it. So let's go ahead and peel this off. If you don't have this machine and you want to purchase one of these from me, that is perfectly fine. But if you are looking into getting this machine, I recommend it so much. And I will be doing another video on the reason why I chose this machine, because I wanted to level up in my business. So if that's what you're looking to do, watch that next video. So cute, right? All right, so the next thing is just making the base. That can be tedious if you don't know what you're doing, but I've already had one already saved. So, and just to be safe always, just because I hate wasting so much material, I always use some of my scrap just to see if that line inside of the base is thick enough and snug enough for this. Even though I don't know what makes it change, but sometimes even though I'm using the same thickness, for some reason it just doesn't fit the same. So I would just use some scrap if you have it that's long enough that you know you're not going to use. I had some like red, white, and blue. I'm not going to use that. So I use that to make the slot that the plate is going to go in. So let's make that next. I want to show you what I mean by the inside slot. So that is what people call kerf, and making sure that it fits. So I have it right now at 1100. Now that's supposed to fit this, but I want it to be snug, so I have to adjust it sometimes. So I may change it to from 1100 to 1080 just to be safe. But right now we're gonna go based off of 1080 just because I think that's what I did last time. Oh, but you want to make sure, we'll rewind that, make sure this is unclicked to make sure that you don't change the whole thing. So let's try 1080. And hopefully that we are right on the first try. Okay, let me turn the machine back on. This is me just showing you the frosted acrylic that I use compared to the 1/8 acrylic that I use for the base. This is the final outcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions for me, please leave it down below. This is how in a second tutorial of making anything. So if there's anything I left out, anything that you want to know, anything, I will answer those down below. But I love the outcome of these. People seem to love them. I love making them. It used to be tedious for me before when I was using super glue, but now that we have 3M sticker paper, that's not an issue anymore. If you have any other questions about my machine, please let me know. I'm fairly new with my machine, but I've gotten a lot of use out of it so far. I have an Aeon Mira 9 100 watt. So if you have any questions about my machine, please let me know. But whether it's about settings or anything like that, just let me know. But love the outcome. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.